intimate knowledge of all of these things, someone very, very close to her. So who were all the people that were closest to her and knew this level of detail?
In my experience, women don't want to be found nude. Now, is there a difference because Marilyn is the sex symbol and this is second nature to her? Or is there something there?
She has an empty bottle of that prescription had 50 capsules in it. How does she swallow 50 capsules, yet there's no drinking glass near her?
So not only is there evidence that this crime scene has been tampered with, Marilyn may not have died here at all.
That's a fact, according to Walt Schaefer, the owner of Schaefer Ambulance Service, who says Marilyn was alive when his team arrived.
We took Marilyn Monroe in on an overdose, and of course she succumbed at the hospital.
You mean that you were called to the house and you took her alive in coma?
In coma, yes. She was completely out.
So far as you're concerned, there is no doubt that she was picked up.
Yes, she was alive when she was picked up, yes.
Now you have emergency room docs coming in and verifying that death has occurred. The idea of taking the deceased body back to the residence, that blows me away. Something is off about that.
If they call an ambulance to transport her, Dr. Greenson is likely here with her. Is Dr. Greenson thinking, oh my, I've given her this prescription. If she dies, it's on me. So they take her to try to get medical care for her. Then she dies. And now Greenson's going, I'm going to be held liable for this. Let's turn around. Let's take her back home under the guise of dignity, under the guise of let's bring her back to where she was comfortable. But really Greenson's thinking, I have to make this look like this was intentional so that I don't have liability here.
Our crime scene investigators are on the case, examining Marilyn's bedroom window. This shattered glass is a smoking gun. The people who discovered Marilyn had something to hide.
Why is all the glass on the outside? If he's breaking the window, I would expect the glass to be on the inside.
More on that when Celebrity Crime Scene, Marilyn Monroe, returns.
T-Mobile has the best network. That's why there's no better place to get iPhone 17 Pro on them.
Hold on. Is this big enough? We should have music, lights, banners. I mean, you gotta feel it. Get the most powerful iPhone ever on the best network. Usher dance.
This is big. At T-Mobile, get the incredible iPhone 17 Pro on us, on the best network.
I'm gonna do a flip. Nailed it.
Just back a saw. Let's go!
Ice works fast, heat makes it last. Icy hot, just so back.
Royal Kingdom has really helped me unlock the ability to step up my game around the house. You know, one second I'm doing chores, the next I'm playing. It's my little system. I've even got phones set up all around, so it's always Royal Kingdom time. Download Royal Kingdom today.
Buying your first home can be challenging. It's why Progressive created the Up Payment Program, down payment assistance for first-time home buyers. Because today, everyone could use a little help with their first home. Learn more at progressive.com/openthehouse.
The facts, when pads bunch, they can leak. That's so real. Try new Always Flex Foam. It's made with bunch-resistant foam to help prevent leaks. Up to zero bunching, zero leaking. This is no ordinary pad. Switch to new Always Flex Foam.
We invited passionate soccer fans to push Nissan vehicles to the limit, just like they do with their teams. Further proof that the Nissan lineup is tested and trusted by the toughest. Hurry in to bring home a winning offer at the Nissan Summer Sales Event.
Get 0% APR on select model trims for well-qualified buyers. Or get $4,500 customer cash on the Rogue Platinum.
This July 4th, bring the celebration home. It's the Rooms to Go July 4th sale. Celebrate big style and even bigger savings on everything from single pieces to complete room packages. Whether you come in for one thing or everything, you're
walking out with a win. That's how Rooms to Go does July 4th. Style, value, and savings. It's all right here during the Rooms to Go July 4th sale.
Mom, I got it.
Life is but a dream. Life is but a dream.
Change happens fast. That's why we're giving you our best price on gig Wi-Fi. Just $50 a month for 5 years with same-day Wi-Fi. Xfinity. Imagine that.
There are trucks, and then there's the 2026 GMC Sierra, with the capability to handle what life throws your way. That's the GMC Sierra, leading where it matters most. GMC Sierra, it's the truck. During GMC Truck Month, get 0% APR for 5 years on 2026 Sierra 1500 models. Plus, no monthly payments for 130 days. We are professional grade.
Tomorrow on Fox, after a stunning hat-trick in the opener, there's the magic again! Messi stands on the brink of history, one goal away from the all-time World Cup scoring record, as he leads Argentina against Austria. Then Mbappe in France. To keep rolling as they face around the 2026 FIFA World Cup tomorrow at noon Eastern on Fox. Our crime scene investigators are now outside Marilyn's bedroom windows, discovering hard evidence. Marilyn Monroe's death was staged. Our AI reconstruction of Marilyn's house holds secrets that blow up the official story on how Marilyn's body was discovered.
So Eunice, the housekeeper, calls the shrink to come over to the house. They peer through the window. They see Marilyn lying on the bed, but this window has bars on it. They can't get through.
Right, so he has to come over to this window here, and he can no longer see Marilyn from this vantage point. He breaks the window, but all the glass is on the outside. Why is all the glass on the outside? If he's breaking the window, I would expect the glass to be on the inside.
If you're inside and you're thinking, well, we've got to stage this, you're going to not run around outside to break it in. You're just going to break the glass.
Right.
And we already know from the bedroom it was clearly staged, or at least that's what the evidence is showing. So why wouldn't this also possibly be staged?
There are massive gaps in the official timeline of Marilyn's death. Key witnesses couldn't keep their stories straight.
So the psychiatrist, Greenson, he gets to the house, he breaks into the room and finds Marilyn dead. This is at 3:40 a.m. Marilyn's other doctor now arrives at 3:50 a.m. and pronounces her dead. They don't call the cops until 4:25, 35 minutes later. What is going on during those 35 minutes?
This might be when we have to consider the staging happens, right? We know that there are odd things in the bedroom. We know that the bed sheet looks pristine. That's not normal. We know there could or could not be a missing glass. And we know that there's oddities with how the glass in the window is out. So maybe setting these things up
takes that time.
And if that's the case, then you have at least Dr. Greenson and the housekeeper, Eunice Murray, being involved in the staging. Maybe even the other doctor was involved in staging.
But then this is where it gets really fishy. So the police arrive at 4:25 a.m. And when Eunice, the housekeeper, is speaking to the police officer, she tells him that they found the body at midnight. And now the officer wants to grill Eunice because why did you wait so many hours to call the police?
Well, that goes to my point, because now there's more time to do the staging. That makes sense to me. Maybe she's telling the truth initially, and then she says it's At 3:40 a.m.?
She's got to change her story because obviously that is a huge amount of time to not call the police. Now, she claims she told the police officer they had to call the movie studio first.
No, come
That
on.
doesn't take 4 hours.
No.
I mean, I believe that they had to make some of those calls, some, PR calls, management calls, movie studio calls, but even given to make a call plus time to stage does not equal 3.5, 4 hours.
Yeah. The timeline gets even crazier. Years later, Marilyn Monroe's publicist's wife recounts going to a Henry Mancini concert that was at the Hollywood Bowl. About halfway through that concert, her husband is pulled out of the audience at 10:30 and goes to a phone and is told there's a problem at Marilyn Monroe's house.
Now, this absolutely blows the timeline completely apart, and it also kind of aligns with if Marilyn did make that call to Peter Lawford around 7, 8 p.m. that night, and something did happen around 10:30 p.m., that does seem to align, but why is everybody lying about the timeline?
There's also a general vagueness there. There's a problem at Marilyn's house.
Right.
Nobody's saying that she's dead, that they found her dead, so we don't really know what that problem is referring to.
Authorities made sure some key evidence that might blow the lid off Marilyn's death just disappeared.
To add another level to this, we have the coroner admitting that evidence was destroyed, evidence that was collected as a normal part of autopsy, tissue samples, liver, slides were destroyed and not tested further. At this point, it looks like we saw Nembutal in the nightstand, we found it in the blood, let's call it a day.
Who is influencing the coroner's office, the toxicology lab, and the doctors?
Yeah, because I'm not believing that this is just a high level of incompetence.
Marilyn Monroe has 2 slight bruises, one on her left hip, one on her left lower back.
Ordinarily, would it be relevant? I'm not sure, but now when we look at the coroner's office throwing away evidence, not performing full toxicology, it makes me think, is there something more there that they just didn't thoroughly investigate?
This could be a result of maybe somebody manhandling her and leaving these, pretty slight bruises. If she were a living victim 3 days later, they might look significant.
Yeah.
So it might indicate possibly homicide.
There's evidence Marilyn may not have taken her own life, either accidentally or intentionally. Someone else may have been dead set on ending her life.
Marilyn Monroe was having an affair with President Kennedy, and he was spilling some dangerous secrets during Pillow Talk.
Marilyn was also having an affair with President Kennedy's brother, Robert, and the housekeeper said the day of Marilyn's death, they had a blowout argument.
People always ask if I cook the same way at home as I do at my restaurants. The answer, yes. I'm Michelin-starred chef Nancy Silverton. To make truly delicious food, you need the right tools. With HexCloud's hybrid cookware, I get unbeatable searing power, easy cleanup, and equipment durable enough for both of my kitchens. People think I'm cooking for the crowd, but I'm just cooking for one person, the one taking the next bite. Performance, no matter the kitchen.
We're putting our new UltraFlex Plus lidocaine and menthol patch to the test. It has superior adhesion and 4-way flexibility to move with your body for up to 8 hours. New BioFreeze UltraFlex Plus.
I used to struggle with dandruff, but now I use Head & Shoulders every wash because the active ingredient in Head & Shoulders nourishes your scalp and stops flakes where they start, leaving your scalp feeling healthy and flake-free. From the #1 dermatologist recommended brand, Head & Shoulders.
Safe like repair, safe like replace.
Ooh, that's rough. At least with SafeLight, you can get that fixed any way you want.
Any way I want.
fix while I get my hair clipped? Yep, they can fix my glass while we fish for bass. If you want, they can recalibrate my safety features while I sit at home in my comfy pants.
That one doesn't rhyme, but sure.
Get it fixed anywhere you want at SafeLight.com.
Safe like repair, safe like replace. This little light of mine. In the dark, found a hopeful sign.
For those with depression not getting enough relief from their antidepressant, adding Caplyta can help you let in the light, providing greater relief from depression symptoms than an antidepressant alone. And unlike some medications, Caplyta is also proven to deliver significant symptom relief from both bipolar 1 and 2 depression.
Elderly dementia patients have increased risk of death or stroke. Caplyta is not approved for dementia-related psychosis. Call your doctor about new or sudden mood changes, behaviors, or suicidal thoughts right away. Antidepressants may increase these risks. Report fever, confusion, stiff muscles, which may be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements, which may be permanent. High cholesterol and weight gain may occur, as can high blood sugar, which may be fatal. Common side effects are sleepiness, dizziness, nausea, dry mouth, feeling tired, and diarrhea. These aren't all the side effects.
Ask your doctor about Caplyta.
Help see more of the light inside of me.
Are you guys ready to play? July 13th is all about big brains and big balls. The 1% Club kicks things off. What is the missing vowel? Cassandra.
I wrote eggs.
You know what a vowel is.
Right.
Then it's the quiz with balls.
Which of these are poems? Here's a poem for you. Is one of you going to call Release the Ball?
The 1% Club and the quiz with balls return after the World Cup, July 13th on Fox.
Our crime scene investigators are now inside Marilyn's living room, made possible by an AI reconstruction of the house. Something happened here in the hours before she died that may have proven fatal.
So here's the thing. Marilyn's behavior right before her death doesn't align with a woman who wanted to take her own life. Just months before she died, she had written a letter to famed acting coach Lee Strasberg saying that she wanted to start a production company with Marlon Brando. She was really hopeful for the future.
It is true that my treatment with Dr. Greenson has had its ups and downs, as you know. However, my overall progress is such that I have hopes of finally establishing a piece of ground for myself to stand on, instead of the quicksand I have always been in. I have dared to hope.
And she even says in this letter, this independent production unit will also be making pictures without me. That means she's thinking so far into the future that she wants to be making films long after her age now.
Doesn't sound like somebody suicidal to me.
No.
Now, over the years, there have been some insinuations that Marilyn was murdered. And I think at the heart of that was her relationship with some pretty powerful men. President John F. Kennedy, his brother, Attorney General Robert Kennedy.
That's crazy. You have the two most powerful men in the nation, and there is sufficient evidence that both men were having an affair with Marilyn Monroe at the same time.
We obviously have to take a very hard look at Marilyn's relationship with President John F. Kennedy. But the more significant relationship was Marilyn and Robert Kennedy. With Robert, she actually thought he was going to leave his wife for her.
Marilyn met both John and Robert Kennedy through their brother-in-law, actor Peter Lawford. According to a CIA wiretap memo, a gossip columnist called the Department of Justice, asking for comment about the Attorney General's affair with Marilyn. That may have been Robert Kennedy's wake-up call. Break up with her, or else. People in Marilyn and Robert's life say just days before she died, he did just that. And that triggered a fight between them the day she died.
That fight happened right here in this living room.
I heard that the fight was so loud that Robert put a pillow over Marilyn's face because he was afraid that neighbors were going to hear this argument.
So Dr. Greenson, when he's being interviewed by law enforcement, he lets it be known that Marilyn has divulged to him that she is in relationships with these two very important men. he is now feeding law enforcement the fact that Marilyn Monroe is having an affair with John F. Kennedy and Robert Kennedy.
And it does make you wonder. Greenson knows this, and when Marilyn dies, he realizes maybe there are powers he can't even control.
The Kennedys told Marilyn secrets. Secrets that could compromise national security. And she was so angry at them for cutting her off, she threatened revenge.
She threatened to expose her affairs with the president and the attorney general. In addition to the relationships being exposed, she threatened to expose the secrets they told her.
She supposedly had all of these secrets written down in a little red diary.
A diary that was never found.
Never found, right.
Marilyn is so upset by this breakup that she's reportedly saying, I feel used, I feel objectified, I feel like a whore. A woman scorned is great in detective work.
I used them all the time.
They're going to spill secrets. That's why you use them. That's the threat to the Kennedys. And the Kennedys know what they've told Marilyn.
Our crime scene investigators are honing in on a bizarre middle-of-the-night trip around the time she died, when her ex-lover mysteriously left L.A.
So here's something really suspicious. Around the same time that Marilyn's body is found, 3 a.m., Attorney General Robert Kennedy takes a helicopter to San Francisco.
What's interesting to me is there is a former LAPD patrol officer who says that night he sees a speeding black Lincoln Continental that he pulls over. He walks up, and Peter Lawford is driving it, and the patrol officer knows Lawford. And in the back seat is Bobby Kennedy, and some unknown male is in the front passenger seat. So the patrol officer asked Lawford, "Where are you going so fast?" And Lawford's response was, "Well, I'm trying to get the Attorney General to his hotel because he has a flight to get to San Francisco." And the officer goes, "The exit to that hotel was 2 miles back." Bobby Kennedy leans forward and says, "You dumbass," to Lawford, like, "You just screwed me."
He's speeding to get to the helicopter.
Well, I'm going to stop it right there, guys. Make sure you check out all the Marilyn Monroe documentaries. They have a really good one on Netflix. They also have a good one on FX. I may play those back for you at a later time. But Rip Marilyn, I'm a fan.
Which makes a lot of sense.
Long live Marilyn Monroe. She didn't deserve this. But you guys check it out on your own. You can go on Netflix, like I said, and check out the other documentary yourself. Thanks for tuning in.
When we come back,